Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Tammy. Okay, so I've got number 2 of our fall junk journals. This is the one that had the, it looks like a Reader's Digest cover, but it's actually not. It's a Danish book. I don't know Danish, but yeah, I found this one in a thrift shop and I couldn't let it go. I love the colors. They're just, they just reminded me kind of like fall. So let's go ahead and take a look. So in the front, we've got a nice pocket here. I'm just grabbing a spare piece of paper here. So this is quite a long pocket there. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the book there. This is actually an antique handkerchief that has really gorgeous colors of fall. It's not glued down to the paper behind it, but sewed down. So I didn't want any of the glue to show through. But so anyway, we've got that on the front and back, inside back cover. So this is the other side of the handkerchief. And then again, you can see it's kind of a long pocket there. So, and that's sewed onto the backer paper. Okay, so nice big pockets in the front and the back, and then lots of fun papers throughout this one. This is very similar to all of these fall junk journals I'm going to have are kind of very similar papers. There's a lot of coffee dyed papers. There's a lot of copyright free images that I found and printed out. I have a laser printer, so they're pretty good quality. This actually is from a vintage Learn How to Crochet book, and it's kind of like newspaper print. So the print will get onto your fingers if you rub it. Just so that one's kind of a fun, interesting texture. But yeah, so here's another one. So this one, I'll be upfront and honest whenever I can. This is one that I had printed out and my printer was kind of starting to lose ink. So this one's not as nice and pristine as the one that I just showed. But I thought it was still pretty. And if you're going to use this as like an art journal or something, I think it would be really awesome to do some gesso over that, or, you know, do a painting technique or something like that. So, so there's the back side of that one. A lot of coffee dyed papers throughout. Here's another one of the copyright free images that did print very well. So yeah, when I come across the ones that didn't print off as well, I'll point those out to you. So yeah, this is from a book about learning how to paint. So this is really really cool images there. Some scrapbook paper throughout, so this one's just a little bit thicker, and this one is from another different book. It's very much like the Edith Holden books, where it's a nature diary. Here is some lined notebook paper that I didn't do anything special to this. The blue lines mixing with the coffee turned it green. So it's kind of an interesting color, and I just absolutely love it, to be honest. But another one of those gorgeous images that I've printed off. Some more of that really pretty scrapbooking paper. Yeah, so these kind of turned out pretty fun. I really love all the colors. Oh yeah, and the Nature Eco Print papers that I did with the Distress Oxide sprays and other inks, Distress Stains. Here's one of those, so there will be several of those throughout the journal as well. Really not any embellishments in this journal. Here's a nice picture of mushrooms. Very fall, very woodland. Not a lot of embellishments or decorations in here. This one's going to be pretty much just for writing in, or you can decorate it however you want to decorate it. So just a lot of fun. So another one of those copyright free images, and some of them I coffee dyed like this one, and some of them I didn't. I found that the coffee dye was kind of sometimes making them a little too dark. So here we have some antique music paper. So really fun there. Love this image. This is another one of those that I had printed out, and you can see there it's pretty good quality. Maybe some of the edges are a little bit fuzzy, but I think that's also partly the image too. So I love this. It's really pretty. So quickly run through the rest of this here. This is some vintage wallpaper, and then I backed it with some coffee dyed paper. The coffee dye brought out some pink, I guess, from the ink on the other side, I think. And oh yeah, this one's one of my favorites. So there are some papers that are coffee dyed that kind of have a pink tone to them, and that's why. Little fold out here, you could turn this into a tuck spot really easily just by gluing the top and bottom edges right there. So this is from a calendar page, so I covered up the writing because I just wanted to keep the really pretty floral part of it. And then of course the back side where the calendar part was, I covered that up with just some collaging. This is from a book, actually, about painting again, and they were just showing different colors of paints that you could get. So I thought that was kind of perfect colors for a fall journal. Here's another one of those eco-dyed papers. Love how this turned out with the leaf, and you can see some of the veining in there. And this is from my Japanese maple tree that I have in the backyard, and I just love how it's just so light and dainty and feathery looking. It's just really pretty. So, pretty little bird, some fall colors. Oh, that's glued to the paper because it was hiding some text there. So the other side of that plate from the book, and then the other side of the calendar page. So yep, just some coffee dyed papers on that side so you can write on it, and then the gorgeousness of the flower image there. This says gather crisp air, weather, I think grateful, Thanksgiving, October. So just a lot of harvest, hay, a lot of autumn and fall words on the back side of that. And then here's the other side where you could make another little tuck spot there if you'd like. I love this page. I just love this color with these fall colors. I just think it looks so cool. It's not the traditional fall color, but I think it works so well. Here's another one of those dyed papers. This is one where I accidentally spilled a whole bottle of green, and so they turned very green, and so did my table and everything else, but that's okay. Here's another printed page. This one did have a little bit of not as crisp right there, I guess. That's kind of where the printer was starting to go, but again, these images were just so pretty, I could not just throw them out. I had to use them because, you know, they're gorgeous. And so here's another really pretty page from the calendar, and so I made that the feature image in this signature here. I just love those colors, my favorite fall colors. And then this is the back side of that other page with the owl, so kind of see some of the quality of the printing there. Some other book page that I had covered some of the writing with some coffee dyed paper there. And then of course the other side of that eco print page. Just gorgeous. The leaf. And then another bird. So quickly run through the rest of this. I like the polka dots. It's really fun. Here's another one of those eco printed pages with the pretty leaves, the gorgeous colors. And then the back sides turned out really pretty too. They're kind of like an orangey pink, which I also really think is very fall. Here's a really pretty fall image of, this is a river, and then I guess there's a bridge over the river, and then the fall trees, so it kind of makes a big circle. I didn't realize I should have planned this one better and folded it in, but I cut off some of the image, unfortunately, but just makes a really pretty circle, kind of. Just really interesting. So, some more Edith Holden book. This is from her Garden Notes book, I think. And then some more vintage wallpaper. And we've got some coffee dyed paper on the back side of that. And then another one of those copyright free images. Love her. She's doing her laundry. Music paper. And then another one of those copyright free images. Wallpaper. This turned out really cool. This was originally just green, and then I coffee dyed it, and all of this brown kind of came out of nowhere, and I think the green is what caused the pink. I don't know how well it's showing as pink in the camera. It's a lot more pink than what I'm seeing on the screen, but just so that you know that. So, oh, this was a really cool picture too. Really cool. And then here's the other side of that. It's got a iridescent pink ink. It's actually a calligraphy ink that I used, and it just made really neat designs there. And then of course the back side with the back pocket that I already showed you. So there's this book, and if you'd like to purchase this book, it is for sale, this journal. I will have a link down to it on my Etsy shop down below in the description, and I will see you all again very soon with the next book. Bye!